Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 24 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Well, I've been thinking about what to do with this series, and I'd intended for this to be a hardcore series, but it is really not providing me a great deal of challenge at all, other than to recover from me screwing something up. The situation itself is not terribly difficult. I've never been in any way hurting for funds or science or anything. I've got several of the buildings, or a couple of them at least, fully upgraded, and all of them that are important upgraded to the important upgrades. So I've started putting together another mix and match of mods, and decided I'm gonna start a new series on hard difficulty, because that's really what's given me the challenge, is having a greatly reduced amount of money and rewards from the missions. I thought that the mods themselves would provide the challenge, but they're really not. So for this series, I think I'm going to finish it up by sending Jeb to the moon and getting him back, and I think that'll be a fitting finale for this series, which had a lot of learning in it. You know, learning how the various systems and mods worked and whatnot. So we've got a lander set up to get Jeb in. It's not nothing fancy, and like all of my rockets, it's probably overpowered because, you know. So it's a 4-stage asparagus with some little boosters on the initial stage, just to give me some extra power to deal with my less than efficient flying. And we have just a very basic lander on top with some legs on it here, and I do have two of the oh, I guess I brought those down, didn't I? I have two of the life support modules added from the IFI vessel life support, and that gives him 9 days of life support remaining, which should be plenty to get to the moon and back. So gonna give it a go here. I don't think I've actually tried it with all of these boosters on here, but make sure I'm set up right. Everything is, you know, since I've got these shut off, well, let's just leave it alone. Just leave it alone and let it go. Alright. So here we go. Bring that up, and then drop the throttle down to about there, so I'm not pushing through the thick atmosphere too. Uh-oh, something is glowing green. Why is that glowing green? I wonder if we're having a problem on this one. I don't know. Sure what that means. I think that's part of the dang it mod that's having him glow, because I've seen him glow green and glow red, and it doesn't really matter. It's gone now. I wonder if it had a failure of some kind. I think they usually give you a message over there, though, if that happens. What are we looking at? We're up to 10,000. Start bringing the throttle up some. This guy veered over without flipping him over. There we go. So this new mod that I've found, it's currently in development. I can't recall its name. It's one of those great big names that has an acronym for it. But it redoes the tech tree to start you off with unmanned flight and small underpowered rockets. instead of having the small rocket engines and parts become available about midway through the tech tree. They start off that way. So you start off being able to only do small unmanned missions and the space planes. And the space planes is something that I have very little experience with and have avoided just because, one, I'm not terribly interested in it, and two, it's very difficult for me. So, whoa, we're getting up pretty high here already. So that's going to force me to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit in regards to that. So that looks good enough. I've been experimenting with it, and I kind of started a series just to see how it would go, and I went bankrupt on the second episode. So I thought that's working out pretty good. So maybe we'll do that after we attempt to get Jeb. Of course, this could actually go on a little farther, depending on how much fail is involved. If I can't get back from the moon, you know, maybe we'll have a rescue mission going on at the same time or at some point. But I've got way plenty of juice here to get there, I'm pretty sure. So, see how it goes. Okay, our 2 stages were recovered. So we got a little bit of cash back, and that's actually going to matter in this other mod setup that I'm looking at, because when I was playing this for testing it out, I had many occasions where almost my entire amount of money I had was tied up in my current spacecraft. So if that crashed, or I wasn't able to recover, you know, significant pieces of it, it was really a problem. So it looks like it'll be doing pretty good. But I'm going to finish this one up with a moon mission. Don't be so concerned, Jeb. And let's see, I found some other mods, science mods. I'll really talk about those in the intro to the next series, so we'll just focus on this one. Jebediah Kerman, heading for the moon. How are we doing here? Not too bad. Point the nose down just a smidge here. Alright, I'm just going to get in orbit, and then we're going to go for a lunar, I guess, intercept is what the term is, but I'm not really sure. Where's the moon? The moon is here. Set as target. Oh, we're really good positioned for him, too. I've got too much stuff cluttering up the top of my screen. I think I'm going to have to do something about that. There we go. Can we get a little closer? There we go, 76. That's going to take 845 delta V, and we have that to spare. So we're going to be able to get all the way to the moon with the boost stage, so we're not going to have to use any of the lander's fuel for anything other than landing and getting back. Let's see, not too bad. Bring this up a little bit. Alright, this is not going to be mission critical exactly when I do this burn. We'll bring us up to the intercept. I don't know if I even put an antenna on this guy. I don't know if that really matters a great deal, game mechanics wise, but alright, that's our other 2 stages got recovered. I'm putting sufficient parachutes on them, and that's from the stage recovery mod that allows us to do that. Throttle back here as I get up close to it. Bang. What does that give us? Not too bad. Brings us right in. Okay, we're going to use the Kerbal alarm clock to get to the... Oh, I'm going to bring the whole thing down. There we are. To the sphere of influence change. There we go. Advanced Metalworks don't need that. This new version of Kerbal Alarm Clock added little things to kind of, I guess, shortcuts to generate alarms here. I'm not sure I like it. There's pretty cluttered. These things tend to get pretty cluttered anyway. Bring that up a little faster. We have 8 days of life support remaining. See if we can at least land it in this episode. Okay, let's pop up just a bit. Alright, we are not quite yet. There we are. Are we actually on it yet? I don't know why it was bouncing back. There we go. Alright. Add a maneuver. Let's bring it way back here. And, whoops. I guess we're going to need to slow down, not speed up. Get into orbit. And we want this to be a fairly tight orbit here, because we're going to come down to about 10 kilometers, I think, before I start the orbital or the lander's descent. That's good enough. Does this matter? To an extent it does. There we go. Good enough for who it's for. Add the alarm. I don't think I actually needed to wait till I got to right here for that, but good enough. Close the alarm. I'm not too shabby about landing, actually, of all things considered. But you know, I haven't actually done this with that. You know, that dang it mod could adversely affect things. You know, if we lose the the engine on the way down, that would be a problem. All right, bringing us in. What did I do? Did I do something? Oh, I was... That's a little odd. Which way am I going? 1 hour. 1 day. 1 day? How much life support do we have? 8 days. Bring that in. There we go. And we're gonna have to land on the daylight side, obviously, because not only is it going to make it harder, but it can't be terribly good viewing if everything's dark. So we'll swing around to the back of the moon there and circularize the orbit. Right. That's a little low, but I guess it'll work. Add an element there where we bring the node way in. There we go. Good enough. I don't really want to leave this booster stage in orbit here, so maybe I'll wait to separate the lander till after I've closed it or killed the orbit. Oh, I'm burning without being on the thing, so I'm doing it wrong. Oh boy, this thing just does not have a great deal of maneuverability. It's the whole big piece here. I did put an additional SAS thing on there. Oh, that other mod that I was looking at playing with actually reduces the power of SASs, so that should be fun. Bring down the apoapsis. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm getting a little low here. Periapsis height. Whoa, screwed that up, didn't I? Alright. I think there's actually some mountains and stuff that are that high or so I probably ought to punch that back out just a smidge. There. Is that good enough? 11 there, 6 there. That should be really good. Pardon me. Alright, we'll get to about, oh, here I think, and then we'll try for a descent. I'm going to set the alarm so I don't screw it up. Alright. And I'm not going to be able to go too low because of the, or too fast because we're so low. Well, I don't think I'm going to get him back this episode, but we should be able to get landed. Make sure my life support is doing okay. It looks like a fairly good spot to land. This lander is a little tall, so it's not going to be the most stable thing to land. I like to have them a little more wide and squat, but this is what I've brought. Alright, so what we're going to do is, pardon me, close. Alright. Looking pretty good. Kill that. We're going to go on a retrograde and kill some of this killer orbit. Alright, that looks like it's working. Alright, the horizontal speed is still pretty good. That's probably close enough. All right. So we've lost our, killed the orbit, so this thing is going to go away now. A little bit of a jet here. Get the gear down. And now comes the fun part. Make sure I've got this thing aligned right to where I can, the controls do what they look like they should do. Alright, now we got to kill off our horizontal speed. And we still want the vertical speed to be going down, but not hugely so. I think as long as it's under 50, I'm okay. Plenty of gas. I've determined I need to have about 500 remaining in order to get back. Let's see, getting a little... Doing pretty good here. Basically, we're also pushing our retrograde marker down to the top of the little globe. Alright, let's let him just fall a bit. What are we looking at? Pretty fast here still. And we're falling pretty fast too. I got to kill some of that velocity. Landing zone is not bad. Whoops. Okay, now we're getting things looking pretty good. We're landing at an 8-degree slope, which is not bad at all. That's added by one of the things that we can get from KerbalEngineer here. Wow, this is about the fastest ascent or descent that I've done. Usually I'm coming down slow for a very long time. Just kind of keep that shoved into the middle while we bleed off that speed. Don't want to go up though, we just want to go down. Alright, kill that, we're going up. Okay, not too bad. I thought I killed that. Apparently not. X kills it. Alright. Alright. Heading back down. And our horizontal speed is looking really good. We don't want to get going too fast here. Keep it manageable. Right at the edge of this crater. Drop the speed. Or drop the thrust rather. Way low now. Speeding up a bit. Should be a shadow somewhere. There it is. Shadow's good for gauging your height. Oh no, we've tipped it. Oh no! Oh no! Landed just a little too hard and on a slope. Oh boy. Jeb. Jeb. We got an issue, Houston. Now there's not enough life support to build another rocket and come rescue Jeb, so he's got to get off on his own here. Well, that was going so good too. I just kind of botched the end of it. Hit too hard, I guess. Well, Jeb, take a circus sample. EVA report. Get a little farther away here. At least I'm kind of pointed a good direction, and we're going to put a flag here. But I think we're probably screwed here. I think I probably screwed things up too badly. Jeb's doom. All right. Yay. Excuse me. Well, let me think here now. I don't think I can rescue Jeb again with the that construction time mod. We're just not going to have time to get here in 6 days and have something built. So I think, what do we got on this side? We have a life support pod over here. What if we were to bring the gear in? Okay, now the thing is, I have to figure out exactly which direction to pull this guy to. Whoops. Oh no. Now we're rolling. Like that. That's what we want. That gets us up. Can we move him? Yeah, see, the SAS is just way too powerful in this. So, and that, we might be able to do it. We might be able to do it. No. Jeb's dead. I should have probably gone real slow and just tried to bring it up. A Kerbal named Jebediah Kerman has died in the line of duty. This is a tragic loss and will cost you 20,000 funds. Oh, there's still peace over there. Jebediah Kerman will be remembered by the Kerbal people as a hero who thought of Kerbal kind before his own safety. Well, at least the administration did. We send him into the darkness from which we are all born to rejoin the spark of life. Leaving behind a simple flag with a simple message. Where's the flag? Right there. Jeb's doom on year 1, day 381. Well, Jeb, it took me a long time, but I finally killed you. Okay, well, that seems like a fitting note to end this series on. Hopefully, I mean, ideally it would have been bringing Jeb home, but in a series that basically the only interesting stuff was me screwing up, it's probably fitting to end it on one final catastrophic screw up. So I'm going to call this series to a close, and I am going to start a new series that's going to be really harder, not just kind of harder. The survival type mods are still going to be in there, but now I'm going to add the mods that are going to make the well, first of all, I'm going to play it on hard, so it's going to be much harder resource wise. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.